So that wasn't that long, was it?
Wow. Kind of goes back to the whole being the victim of your fucking schedule there.
How do you mean?
I don't know.
I just hit record. I just need a second. I just need a second before we can start recording.
Yeah, a second turned into 10 minutes. And then I'm sitting here.
Yeah, but how do you know it was 10 minutes?
Because I looked at the clock.
I only asked for a second or two. I don't know.
You're right. You only asked for a second. I don't know, 17 times. But even let's just be
Yeah. What are you trying to
conservative
get at
and
here?
say you only asked 15 times.
Sure.
That's still only 15 seconds of time waiting.
Exactly. So it's
Doesn't
not
equal
that
10
long.
minutes.
15 seconds
No,
isn't
10
even that big of a
minutes.
deal.
Now it's 11
You just
minutes.
said it. We're recording. You waited what? You waited like 20 seconds because I was.
Yeah, but I'm
checking something
sitting
on my
here trying to
phone?
make sure I can think of things that are worth talking about. And the longer I sit,
So
I'm
you
like,
can I'm sorry for giving you more time to prepare. I'm sorry. I'm
freaking
giving you more time
out.
to prep.
I'm scrolling.
That's
I'm
silly.
browsing. No, then what's
That's
why I get to doubt myself? You suck, asshole.
Because you never hear actors talking about, it was such a great experience. We have to rehearse a movie for a whole 4 weeks before we film it, which never happens in movies. I mean, we just really knew our characters and we knew our lines. I'm sorry for giving you that opportunity to be creative and define your character. Jeez Louise, man. Crucify me, why don't you?
I don't appreciate it. And I don't know. I don't want that to be.
I'm gonna get you next year.
I don't want that shit to fly and be an everyday occurrence.
I'm gonna get you a big wooden cross. Every time you feel unappreciated, you can climb it up and nail yourself to it.
You know what the problem, man, like you
Like,
is?
what?
You have no balls.
Slipper socks, medium.
I'm
Back to Ozark. Every episode, man. Every episode comes back to Ozark. Not Ozark. Every episode's about Jason Bateman in one way or another. It really is.
Yeah, it's kind of become the whole trend with
we're
everything.
one-track minds. Just Bateman. Either we're talking about fucking Arrested Development, or we're talking about Ozark, or we're talking about Teen Wolf 2. It's one of the three every episode. And honestly, Teen Wolf 2, we don't talk about it nearly enough.
We really
We
don't.
talk about only that 1 or 2 times.
The ratio is severely unbalanced.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit. Because I mean, those Howard boys, man, they're good athletes.
Like, who the fuck are the Howard boys?
What do you mean who are the Howard boys, man? The fuck you think? It's not the Blues, ain't the Birds, it's the Howards.
I'm on Snapchat.
HBM.
And I gotta ask, what the fuck are these story things?
I have no idea. The Discover page scares the shit out of me.
First off,
Everything I see, I fucking just immediately hit uninterested,
How do they
uninterested. Also, what the hell is this My AI thing?
yeah, that's really disturbing, and you can't delete that
When Lunchbox
conversation.
got here, he immediately was like, yo, I'm going to ask you, yesterday with the AI thing, what's this AI thing? I'm like, I'm not trying to delete it. He's like, me too. That's been like,
you
it's been
can't
like
get
20
rid of
minutes
it.
trying to remove the fucking thing.
And it said you can delete it. It just won't delete anything from their server or some shit for 24 hours or some
Did you
nonsense.
accept from their thing?
It didn't really give you. It said okay or so. It wasn't even an accept.
When you go to
option.
when you go to the page, it says accept or cancel. Anytime I hit cancel, I'm like, not doing it. Never access anything. That's creepy. I'm just gonna delete Snapchat. I'm deleting Snapchat. I've wanted to delete Snapchat forever, and I'm gonna fucking do it. Snapchat is a fucking curse.
I only have it because you and I Snapchat. But
Yeah,
that's
man.
the point. I only really Snapchat you, and these are the things that Snapchat thinks I'm interested
Honestly,
in.
though, think about this though. If I delete Snapchat,
Honestly, though-
how am I gonna be able to tell Lunchbox all the time? Hey, your girlfriend just Snapchatted me.
That's true. You kind of got to keep it for that.
Longest streak, dude. It's like 2,000 days.
Oh, now I can actually talk.
I was just saying. I think he should. I think he's a little. I think inside he's like, God damn it, Alex isn't snapping my girlfriend for 2,000 days.
These stories are fucking. I don't even know how to describe this. The point is,
You're
that
gonna
I
tell me
wouldn't.
those aren't worth telling right now, and then instead of responding to what
No,
I was
because
saying,
I was
you're
actually
gonna then
talking,
just
you cut me off,
and then
so
you're
then
gonna
I stopped, and I have nothing.
So instead of responding to the conversation we
Apparently
were having,
Snapchat, even though I
you
only
decided
fucking-
to
oh my
say
God.
instead of responding to the conversation that was being had, you were like, "Yeah, these are
No,
just
there
I
was no
have for
conversation
conversations
being had.
You could have at least responded.
Okay. It's my fault. You're right. I'm sorry.
No, it's my fault. You're right. It's
No.
always my fault.
Nope,
it's never.
we're
It's
good.
never. It's
That's
never.
good. Now just
Never.
repeat
Ever.
what I'm
Ever.
saying.
It's
That's
never.
good.
Ever.
That's
Ever.
gonna keep the conversation going. All I was gonna say
we
was,
know it's, dude.
all I was gonna say,
Get off your fucking high
I'm
horse.
gonna be on my high horse. All I was gonna
Oh
fucking
my
say is
God.
that I don't understand where Snapchat gets the idea that I'm into these fucking categories of the world's youngest mother, or this weird, disgusting fungus growing on somebody, or some fucking hua on OnlyFans talking about how she makes $1 billion
You know
a
what
month.
Snapchat thinks? The only thing Snapchat thinks I like is
What's that?
haircutting videos.
Okay, well, Snapchat doesn't know what I like then, apparently. It's
I
throwing
lied.
everything to
There's
the wall.
two things. I lied. There's two things. You know what Snapchat things I like according
that?
to the Discover page?
What's that?
There's 3 things actually. Ready?
What's that?
One of them is WWE news, which I'm actually kind of cool, and that
That's
pops up every
pretty
once in a
cool,
while. I'm
actually.
actually perfectly fine with that one. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let me see. Let's see what's going on in WWE this week.
What's the Miz up to?
Yeah, what's
today?
the Miz up to? Pretty much that I'm actually pretty cool. I'm actually okay with that one. So Snapchat, not all bad. The other two that I still don't understand is the haircutting one. And whenever I click on it, every once in a while I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's do some haircuts. And I always think it's gonna be cool. And then I realize that these are all shit, and you're not even you barely show the before, and you kind of don't even show the after. You kind of show like, look at the fade.
Well, that's what I was
Look
going
at
to
the
get
fade.
with it,
Look
too.
at the fade.
Not only do these stories have dumb titles and dumb thumbnails, but the video's never what the fuck they're
And
talking
I
about in
fucking
the
hate
thumbnail
when
or
it's that
title.
perfectly manicured. Like almost a 99% of people who do the fucking fade, it just looks disgusting and choppy and awful.
Yeah, it's creepy.
No one's talented. It's an oversaturated market. The third thing Snapchat thing, if I could have but 3 wishes this year, the third thing Snapchat. Do you see that thing about Steve Martin? How he's like apparently mad. He's like his Twitter took away his check mark, but he refuses to like pay for the subscription because he's like, that's bullshit. Why do I have to pay to be verified? So now he's like complaining that he doesn't have a check mark on Twitter, but he doesn't want to pay the $8. It's a very moral stance he's taken.
I mean, really, that's a pretty tough cross to bear, dude.
He's being like, guys, I was in The Jerk. I was in Pink Panther. I was in that movie with a big nose.
What is that?
I was in Three Amigos. I was in Parenthood.
Roxanne.
I was in Roxanne. I was in fucking Little Shop of Horrors. He's like, I can play like 18 instruments. I'm in Cheaper by the Dozen.
But I will not pay for my.
I'm not gonna pay. Guys, I'm Steve Martin. I'm not gonna pay $8 for people to know I'm Steve Martin. I'm fucking Steve Martin. Or I haven't acted in 20 years. Decided to do a Hulu show that's arguably not that good, but everyone's talking about it all the time because I'm Steve Martin.
Do you think people are talking about it because it's Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez?
I think
That's
it's a
the
great
weirdest
cast.
Trilogy of all.
I think it works actually. And I think they all had
It
really
does
good
work,
chemistry
but it's really
together. But I
weird.
just don't care about the show.
Yeah, the show sucks.
And also, Selena is just a smoke show, and Martin Short's got a nice ass, so it's a really good combination. And Steve Martin's funny.
People have always been saying for years, hey, Martin Short, guy's got a phenomenal ass.
Guy's got a phenomenal
Always
ass.
say it.
And what are the odds? 2 seconds of talking, we're already back to Arrested Development talking about Martin Short.
Yeah, how'd that
It's
happen?
inescapable.
Crazy. We really can't talk about anything else.
Instead of talking about how sexy Selena Gomez is, I just had to point out the elephant in the room and say how hot Martin Short is, and then right back to Arrested Development.
And that really just leads us to point out how hot Jason Bateman is, the big elephant in the room.
What, he's cute.
He's
a good
fucking,
looking. He's a nice looking guy.
He really pulls well with women between the ages of 24 to 48.
Yeah, I agree.
I
100%. They're always like, you know what? He's got a nice face. He's got kind eyes.
That's the thing. Because he's got kind eyes, and he kind of looks like he could be a father figure, but he's also not that
and
old
also,
looking.
he's still got
kind of the best of
spiky
both
hair.
worlds.
Kind of like, he's youthful.
He's cool. He's
That
cool
spiky
guy.
hair. He's youthful.
You see him when his
He's
hair's a
always
little long? He's really cool when his hair's long.
And also, the real reason women like him is because they notice how he's always wearing just those black New Balance sneakers.
Yeah.
And like, damn, whatever
sensible
character,
shoes.
well, literally whatever character he's dressed the same way somehow, no matter what movie he's doing, no matter what role it is, he's always dressed exactly the way Jason Bateman's always dressed.
That's convenient. He's just got the neutral.
And that's what they don't know. They know
Jason Bateman
stability.
outfit.
Like,
Yep.
I can trust him.
He's never going to come in with some weird T-shirt.
Yeah, he's not going to come home one day in cargo shorts.
He's never going to say, "Hey, can't find my slippers."
You think Jason Bateman wears cargo shorts?
No.
No, Jason Bateman's never exposed his calves his entire life. Okay, he fucks with pants on.
Guy
That's
won't
stability.
even show his full forearm.
That's stability. Okay, that's what women want in a man. They want Jason Bateman. They just want Jason Bateman. That's what it comes down
You know what
to.
they always say about Jason Bateman? He's solid as a rock.
Solid as a rock. And then also, hang out with Jason Bateman. According to Arrested Development, him and Justine like to play, make believe. So who knows, dude?
What does she say when she comes in? She does Will Arnett's speech. How's it go?
I don't know, it's a lot of beeping out things. It's when she say, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do this.
I thought you knew enough with
that.
the fake video.
No,
That's
I don't.
disappointing.
If it, you know what? I'll stop the recording. I'll add the beep noise into the machine. I'll just fake it. I'll just start beeping over the stuff.
That's pretty good. That's gonna work.
We really gotta add good noises to that thing because these default ones were kind of funny for a second, but they're never come in handy.
Do the Joe Rogan laugh one we added.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, that's pretty good. That one's pretty solid. That one does work.
Do the Burt Kreischer one.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's the funniest thing I've ever heard! Oh, I'm gonna have a stroke! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm gonna have a stroke! Oh my god! Oh yeah. So wait, what were you saying? Oh my god!
That button's a little long. We probably gotta let that one down.
The coughing button works really well though.
Yeah, coffee one's pretty funny.
I don't know. So Jason Bateman, we did that part of the episode.
That's well. We honestly, unfortunately, blew our load a little too quickly and got to the Jason Bateman parts. We really don't.
Yeah, we went through I don't know, man. We were talking. And honestly, the real crazy part is, I felt like we talked for a lot longer than just 9 minutes there. It's like shattered the illusion.
18 minutes, yeah.
Oh no, the third thing. Steve Martin, the third thing before that manic fucking spiral of just consciousness, fucking before that fun ride. I was going to say the third thing Snapchat thinks I like. So we've already covered in these last conversations that YouTube thinks I only care about politics and Tucson grilling, and Snapchat thinks I care about occasional updates to WWE And they're right. As well as terrible haircut videos and horses getting their, like, horse feet taken care of. Like, where they break off. You ever see those videos?
Yeah.
Where they break off everything, like they fix the horseshoe and shit.
I can kind of see how WWE and the hair thing. Like, well, hey, you know, he likes
Guys
wrestling.
in the WWE have hair.
They have hair, different hairstyles.
Dolph Ziggler, he had hair.
He had crazy hair.
He had hair. That was a thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get the
Johnny Morrison had hair.
I don't understand where they're pulling the horse one out of it. I think they just throw random ones. If you click on it, you click on it. Because I'm getting the weirdest fucking things in the world. The only thing that was even remotely interesting to me out of the 100 I scrolled through was the cult one. They found 39 bodies at some cult's fucking, what the fuck's that thing called? Commune. Couldn't think of the word commune.
I was going to go pull up a thing with WWE, but now I just want something about how jacked Wiz Khalifa is, apparently.
Wiz Khalifa...
Did you have a stroke?
Yeah, I did for a second.
You okay?
I was going to say something about Wiz Khalifa, and just nothing came to my mind that was worth
You ever watch that? Yeah, you did the Wiz Khalifa house tour thing.
Yeah,
that was a cool star. Yeah, that was a cool star. That was a guy who he was like it was interesting. He had children, so in his house it almost reflected the fact that he had children.
That's really odd.
It's a really strange. It's a very strange thing to see in Hollywood.
That's really disgusting.
And you were like everyone else's house, like, so here's my playpen. You have dog? No. The kids stay in the little 4x4 square on those. See those little foam puzzle piece pads?
That's the toys. That's
a comfortable floor to sit. It's funny. It's colorful. So they go in there. They look at the little. I'm sorry. Is this red fence? This isn't even for. Is this for hamsters? Is that why it's so low? Yeah, it's just like a little hamster fence around the perimeter, so they know to stay in there. And then they have a ball and a little shaky thing, and then there's water. I'm sorry. Are these just all hamster toys you have for your kid? Well, no. It's a cup of water. Yeah, suspended upside down with a metal straw attached to it. Yeah, so he can't knock it over.
I have nothing funny to add, dude. I'm not on the same wavelength as your intellect. I can't contribute.
That's... Sorry, is your kid going to the bathroom this thing too? Well, yeah, in the corner with all those flakes. The wood chips, is it? That's what most celebrities are like. And Wiz Khalifa, pig... has his son's toys everywhere.
There's crayon on the wall.
There's crayons on the walls. There's fucking stuff's messed out everywhere. The toy chest is open. He's saying nonsense like, well, it's the playroom. And why does the playroom gotta be clean? It's the playroom.
Pit balls over the place.
What the fuck? He has the audacity to buy himself these nice cars and then buy his son cute little like kid version of the car to drive around as well. What a dick.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
Why can't he have his son, neither seen nor heard? The Milton Academy style, Arrested Development comes back into play yet again.
Well, I felt like it was an accident that time.
That was very fucking on purpose.
Best one of those I
Marty
watched was the Kevin Love one. Kevin Love might be the biggest douchebag.
Kevin Love might be the biggest douchebag in the world.
Look, the problem with pedestrians is they don't understand music.
He's like, did you know? It's literally. So I'm gonna get political for a second, but I can't. So instead, I'll do this. Kevin Love, when he was saying, you guys didn't probably know this, but I'm actually not, I'll be known in the NBA. They know how good I am at basketball, but they don't know how good I am at listening to music. My uncle,
I'm really good at it.
I'm really good at listening to music. I know a lot of people like music, but I really like music. And I'll tell you why. Actually, there's a reason for this. The reason why I like basketball so much more than most other people, everyone actually, is it's a funny fact. Actually, it's because my uncle. This is true.
My sister's brother.
This is true. Now, I know the Love name throws it off. That's because it's my father's name. But if I type my mother's maiden name, her birth name, her maiden name, you know how true this is. But you have to believe this. But this is true. Trust me. Here it is. This is accurate. So the reason why I like music more than the average person is because my uncle, believe it or not, is actually member of the Beach Boys.
Which member of the Beach Boys is he?
That's irrelevant.
Brian Wilson? David Wilson?
Less popular.
Is he one of the Wilsons?
Associates with the Will. He's in the band. He's in the band. My uncle's in the band, so I really like music.
So he's not one of the Beach Boys. He's just one of the members of the Beach Boys.
Music's really important to me, actually, because my uncle's in the Beach Boys. And the Beach Boys, they always say Pet Sounds like the best album of all time. So my uncle's on the album. So clearly, ipso facto, I know more about music than all of you. Put together, combined, and then some. Unrivaled. I'm one of a kind. And then they're like, okay, now that you've blown yourself for the first 13 minutes of this AD video.
And oddly enough, not about your basketball.
Yeah, about your interest in your... or your respect for your uncle?
I'm an expert in music.
How about basketball?
No, I'm kind of like.
Dude, you see me? No, of course not. No,
I'm good, but I really know music.
No. I'm a music guy first. And then here's my office where I come to think. I'm like, about music or basketball?
Usually about music.
Usually about music. And then it's like, how about you? I don't know. Maybe focus on basketball a little more.
See this cool wall I got here? Look, if I slide this frame, there's actually speakers behind. There's actually
speakers back here. So you listen to music.
And when you weren't
right here, I
put on some music.
I put some music. And then actually, when I was mixing that over there, I put on some extra music.
And if you didn't notice, there's actually music playing right now. So I put on.
Yep, there's music. And then actually, guess what? There's actually right there. See that right there? There's actually more music. Fucking, and then he has his records out, and he's like, so the Beach Boys, and I love the what kind of music? He's like, I love the Beach Boys.
Huge Beach Boys fan.
The Beach Boys are really good.
That song "Help Me Run." That song's great. The B band's really good.
ELO Speedwagon, huge fan.
Who?
REO Speedwagon.
So your two biggest influences of music are the Beach Boys and REO Speedwagon.
Yeah. I said REO Speedwagon the first time as well. I'm very familiar with REO Speedwagon. I definitely did not say ELO Speedwagon. I know ELO is a different band. I'm very much aware of that. Listen, my uncle was in the Beach Boys. I can very easily tell you that REO Speedwagon and ELO are two different bands, all right?
Are you sure?
Obviously. You remember who my uncle is?
You are the expert.
I'm well aware. I very much know the difference between ELO and REO Speedwagon, and of course the difference between the Beach Boys, okay?
Which one's your favorite Architectural Digest? I think
JJ Redick's is pretty good.
JJ
Redick walks in and he's like, so let's see.
I love lemons.
How much of an asshole can I be in 19 minutes and 46 seconds?
I bet the answer will surprise you.
This is tough. This is tough. Should I talk about basketball? I saw Kevin talking. He didn't talk about basketball. So I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to walk in here. I'm going to say, so come to the bathroom first. That's where tours start, in the bathroom. Isn't this interesting wallpaper? Yeah, you can't afford it. You want to know why? It's actually based off of my wife's, I got like a $70,000 purse. And we love the purse so much we decided to transfer that. We traced it. We drew in that and traced it. So we had Louis Vuitton, do the wallpaper for us to match their bag, so people can come in here and just be in like a forest. It's really peaceful. I love pocket doors. That's a sign of wealth. So I have them all throughout my house.
Pocket doors so much
because I'm living in the city. It's a lot of space. So pocket doors, they're great. They're awesome because I always said that I always wanted to live in New York, and I never made any effort to be on a New York team. Instead, I just chose to live here and play for other teams. So I got to I get to have Mike D'Antoni on. It's like, hey, we used to be neighbors. It was so cool and all, but I never played for the Knicks because I suck. Played for the Sixers instead because I'm a fucking loser.
I get the benefit of being in New York, but I get the added benefit of never having to spend half my time.
Exactly, it's awesome. I get to never be here. I get to pay a higher income tax. It's a really cool shit.
He must have pretty good Patreon.
He's like, I'm really smart. I'm actually a really smart guy. I'm JJ Redick, which is why I want to tell you now about, in addition to my awesome bathroom, as you can see, I have this table, and you're thinking like, well, that's a very crowded table. Do you eat there? No, I don't. Instead, I just have coffee table books open across the entire thing. Every once in a while, I'll come in here and look at it one singular page, then a week later, maybe go to the next page, and it's a real fun way to spend time. A really good way to unwind.
Love absorbing knowledge.
And then, unlike Wiz Khalifa, who lets these kids, what's the word? Be kids.
That's actually
JJ's like, yeah, so we have here's like a Lego box, but like if my kids breathe the wrong way, they can't. You play with Legos for the next week, and they'll put their toys away. I tag them over our private balcony, and they can look down at Brooklyn, and I'll say, do you want to die, or you want to put your toys away? It's up to you.
I like when he gets to the kitchen. He's like, I don't know where the lemons come from, but like every morning, my wife is she's like a wizard. Every morning, man, this bowl's full of lemons. I swear, I eat them every day, and every morning they're back.
Maybe in the city that never sleeps, perhaps in the morning there's some sort of a vendor who has lemons.
I don't know how she does it, man. I'm just saying. I just all I know is I eat them.
I'm always in Philadelphia. I play over there.
What'd you say?
I'm in Philadelphia. I play over there. I'm not sure what happens in New York. It's just a mystery to me. That's why I love it so much because I'm never here. It's a mystery to me. Interesting, JJ.
That's why I love it so much. It's just a mystery to me.
And then Kevin Love also. Again, it's like I'm also going to move to New York because I made when I was 30 years old. I'm playing in Minnesota. I'm 28, and I decided before I'm 30, I have to live in New York. So then I go to Cleveland. And I play there for 15 years while having a house in New York. Yeah, you know what's funny about that? I don't know. I'm not talented enough to be a professional athlete, right? That's the biggest hurdle every man bridges in his life, where he says, "Fuck, I'm never going to be a professional athlete."
That's true.
I'll admit it. So I just don't understand the mentality of like, let's see, I can go live in New York and play for Philadelphia where everyone in the city fucking hates me, or maybe I go, if I play for the Memphis Grizzlies, I go live in Memphis and I fucking ball the fuck out. Everyone's like, God, I fucking love this guy because it's fucking Memphis, and they're gonna, this is awesome. You think Giannis is in Milwaukee because he's like, they love me, they think I'm amazing. He's not gonna go chill in fucking, let's go hang out in Chicago. I'll live over there because it's so cool.
Yeah, I don't get the mentality at all. And you threw me for a second.
But then again, I will say though, in defense of Kevin Love and not JJ Redick, in defense of and also I fucking know him, like I prefer JJ Redick over Kevin Love. But in defense of Kevin Love and not JJ Redick, as Joakim Noah said, who the fuck wants to live in Cleveland? No one's going on vacation to Cleveland. So
also in defense of Kevin Love, his uncle is in the Beach.
And his uncle is in the Beach Boys, so he actually has a God-given right to live in New York. Not being born there, like some of us can say that there's some really awesome, smart, cool guys can say, but he does have a God-given right to the entire city.
Who's JJ Redick play for, or who do you play for?
Magic, 76ers. I think he did play Pelicans.
For That's really weird.
Clippers was probably his best. I don't even know why that was my fourth thought. Back with the fucking CP3 and Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan.
The Knicks don't have like this long held out rivalry with the 76ers, do they?
I'd say a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like.
It's not the biggest rivalry.
It's not like the Sox
I don't think it's the
right?
biggest. No, it's not that. But it's still a fucking.
I was gonna say, fucking, I hate Philadelphia. So as a Knicks fan, I don't want anybody who's from Philly even on my turf.
Philly. I think he's from
you said he played with Philly. My point is, I wouldn't want a Philly player on my turf. But then as a Philadelphian, hypothetically,
why would you
want him more for them not staying with us anyways?
But then again, I guess in a little bit of defense of JJ Redick, if you have the choice to live in Philadelphia or New York City, you're not choosing to live in Philadelphia.
No, dude, fuck him. His uncle's not in the Beach Boys.
That's true.
He has no indefensive at all.
That is so true.
Yeah.
What does JJ Redick uncle do? Fucking work a 9 to 5? Go live in fucking Missouri.
Guy doesn't know anything about music.
Guy knows nothing about music. Why is he in the city? And then who other? Some good. Fucking Scottie Pippins was pretty doushut. He was just like walking around being like, so this pool right here, shut up, Robbie. What I'm saying is something funny what you're going to say. Okay. You're just going to say, no, what I was going to say is this pool right here, it's actually 1 foot deeper than Michael Jordan's pool. And as you can see right here, my driveway, I talked to the city about it, it's actually about 3 feet longer than Michael Jordan's driveway. And then he's like, in this house right now, I have 6 bedrooms. MJ's only got 5 bedrooms in his house.
You're going to feel so foolish right now. You wouldn't let me speak. You know what I was going to say?
The exact same thing.
I was going to say, my pool's 1 foot deeper than Michael Jordan's pool. I was going to
say
my driveway got measured. I
actually have an outdoor TV, something about 97% of people who have pools have. It's pretty awesome. MJ doesn't have one of those.
But check this out. See this right here? I got the wire right here.
I got a full-size basketball court next to my bedroom, so when my kids are playing basketball and it's 3 a.m, I can't get any sleep. I don't know why I chose to do it. I thought it'd be nice for people to see him play, but now it's goddamn annoying.
I figured I'd go out there and play a few rounds.
Here's this tiger. It's really expensive and cool. I haven't taken good care of it whatsoever, but it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. No, can we go in that room? No, that's my son's room. Yeah, but we're just in your other son's room. Yeah, but that's actually he's actually a big Michael Jordan fan, and he actually has a lot. I don't want to go to I don't go in that room unless I have to, and I'd rather not go in there today because fuck Michael Jordan. I'm actually way better than Michael Jordan. I'm actually the reason why. Many people don't know this actually, but Michael Jordan actually had nothing to do with those 6 championships. Actually, that was entirely because of me. He was there, of course. I'm not gonna say he wasn't there, but it was actually me doing all of the work. I was doing it so well that I was just the unsung hero of it, really. I'm actually the greatest basketball player of all time. So, not to brag or anything.
Fucking Michael, you think Scottie Pippen holds a grudge though, and has to concentrate the fact that his pool's deeper than Michael Jordan's. Michael Jordan holds such a grudge that his son fucks Scottie Pippen's ex-wife now. You think your pool's deeper?
See and then Scottie was like, actually, that's actually not true at all. My son actually fucked his wife.
You're right, I always get those.
The media has it backwards, actually. Just like the media always says he's the GOAT, and I'm clearly the GOAT.
It's hard to keep up with their rivalry with who said what and who did what.
And then look at this way. He's like, did Michael Jordan ever win any championships without me? And like, did you ever win any with Michael Jordan? He's like, that's not the question I'm asking you. I asked you a question. Did Michael Jordan ever win a championship without me? Well, I'll be honest. Hey, he won it without Dennis. All right, Dennis was great, but Dennis wasn't doing it. Again, I was there for all 6. He never won one without me. Yeah, but the 2 seasons where he wasn't playing, you also didn't win without him. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the 6 championships that Michael Jordan has. Are any of them without Scottie Pippen?
No.
But are any of the championships with Pippen without... That's not the question I'm asking you. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have Devin Booker, who's like, I have a wine cellar because I got told I should have one. I'm kind of getting into it. I have some candy in here for when the boys over and we're playing games. This is my game room. Got a little ping pong table next to the pool.
Got some Xbox
poker
controllers.
tables, some more candy. Oh, I don't know. It's pretty cool out here. You know, I'm just chilling. And everyone's like, oh, that's what a normal person. That's what a normal human being who's somewhat aware of society and has a grasp on reality acts like.
I don't know if that's true though.
I mean, if anything, he should be the most. He's fucking, you know, once you get a Kardashian, you like look at fucking Lamar Odom thinking that he was the shit because he was with a Kardashian.
He was always saying how his pool's deeper than Michael Jordan's pool.
He's like, actually, you know, Michael Jordan never got with a Kardashian, so I'm actually the greatest of all time.
He said there's no, if you look at all Michael Jordan's wins, they all have to involve.
Yeah, he's always saying he's like, yeah, you know, Kobe was he had that Mamba mentality, but he didn't have that Kardashian mentality. You know, he might have been a Laker, but he's not the Lake show like I was. And like,
that's true. A lot of people say
what about Shaq? He's like, Shaq's a big guy, I love him, great guy, but it's like, you know, what has he done really besides compared to what Lamar Odom's done? And they're like, what about Rick Fox? Like, actually, he has a case for the GOAT. The whole Elijah Dushku thing. There's a chance. I'll give Rick Fox credit. Like, okay, how much, Lamar, do you value when we're talking about basketball legacy? How much do you value what actually happened on the court? Not very much at all, actually. Similar to Scottie Pippen, all that I actually care about is my own personal opinions about everything. Everything else is false and entirely wrong. It's very interesting. It's a very, very interesting. What about, I don't know, there's been a lot of great Lakers. You really think you're the greatest Laker of all time? He's like, if I'm not sure who is. He's like, well, there's a lot of people here. But how about Magic Johnson? Never heard of him. Excuse me? Who is that? Who's Magic Johnson? Yes.
Who are we talking about?
Lamar Odom.
Oh, okay. Someone insignificant. That's why I forgot about it.
Fucking Lamar and Chloe.
Started saying all these actual basketball players' names. I forgot who we started talking about.
And then Scotty's like,
story.
and then like, Scotty, what do you think of Lamar? He's like, very intelligent basketball player. He really understands the game, gets the concepts. He really has he's got a good ear for the sport.
He's a class act.
And you know, we just, you know, so just to clarify again, Scotty, who's the greatest basketball player of all time?
Probably me.
Probably Scottie Pippen, number 1. Number 2, maybe Lamar Odom. Number 3, maybe then we get into MJ, LeBron, all that stuff, Kobe, blah, 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 you know. Well, you guys, you heard it here first. Thanks, Stephen A. Smith, for a great episode, as always. Such interesting conversations, really top-notch.